everyone, so today I'm just going to jump right into it. I made some notes on my computer, so if I kind of look like I'm reading something, it's because I'm trying not to forget what I wanted to tell you guys. Today I'm doing a video on what a real college class is like compared to a high school class. I got a message after I did my binder kind of tutorial for classes asking me if it was true that I really had to read that much during a night. And yes, I typically do have to read about that much every single night. In high school you don't have to read as much every single night because you're there every single day for 5 days every week for 2 semesters. A lot of times in college classes you're there only 3 days a week for 16 weeks. So that's why you have to read a lot more than you do in high school. And I think that a lot of kids kind of suffer from that because they're not used to reading that much every single night. And plus, that's one class. Then you have how many other classes? Another thing that's different between college classes and high school classes is the class size. For me, I've never had this problem because I've gone to 2 small colleges both times I've been in class, but you can have up to 300 people in your classes in college, probably even more depending on how big the college is that you go to. And in those colleges, the professor won't know your name, you're just a number to them. And so, you know, that's a big difference, and you're not getting the one-on-one work that you usually get in high school. And I know a lot of people probably have said this to you and you're thinking, yeah, whatever, I can deal with that. But even if you are a really good student now and you don't have to study, like you're just good at learning things, you don't have to study, you can just know it, I would really stress to study. I never had to study in high school. I was one of those kids who just got things. And I got to high school and I didn't know how to study because my school didn't have study hall. They now do. Like the year after I graduated, they implanted study hall into the system. But I never had study hall. I never learned how to study because I didn't need to, so I didn't have to teach myself. And then we didn't have a study hall on top of it, so I never learned good study habits. And then I got into college and I was forced into studying, and I still am really bad at studying. I've finally gotten myself to the place where, you know, organization really helps me in studying, but a lot of kids don't know how to study and they just can't wrap their mind around it. So if your college or university has an academic help center, I stress going to it at least once a week, maybe once every other week, depending on how well you're doing in classes. Also, go to your teacher's office hours. They're not going to ask you if you need help. They got all these kids in their class, they are lecturing and they're doing stuff and you're supposed to be writing down notes. If you have a question and you raise your hand, they may answer it, they may say you'll need to wait until after class, and then after class they might be rushing off or you might be rushing off. I know this is really sad, but a lot of times professors will not even deal with their students. They have their graduate assistants do all the work for them, so if you need help, make sure you get a hold of that grad assistant and really just pound away the books. Something I have noticed about college compared to high school classes, which is really different. In high school, if you have a test that day, that's all you do the entire class, is you take the test and then you go to your next class, or once you guys are done, you know, hang out, watch a movie, play games, chill, whatever. In college, you don't do that. Most of the time after you're done taking a test, you start learning the next chapter. So last semester in my statistics class, my teacher would take the first hour and a half of our 2-hour and 45-minute class and teach us a whole new chapter that was not going to be on the test, and then give us the final remaining hour and 15 minutes to take the test, which included 100 questions and each question being worth 20 points. Crazy, right? Not all teachers are like that, but a lot of them are. Another thing that varies is English classes. I know I just talked about math, but other than the massive amounts of reading that you probably have to do, when you turn in a essay, most likely they won't be like your high school teachers. Your high school teachers write like everything they're thinking in the margin because they have smaller class sizes, so they, you know, have a little bit more time to actually like help you out with what you're doing. You know, they're trying to teach you how to be good writers for when you get to college, because when you get to college, your college teachers don't care. They're like, oh, you're a sucky writer. You know what? Oh well, F. Another thing that is very different between high school classes and college classes is that your professors will not give you time in class to do your homework. Yeah. Homework is for home, not for class. So, and also if you're absent today, most likely your teacher is not going to give you work to make up. Most definitely they won't be like, oh, you were absent the other day, weren't you? Do you need your work? They definitely won't ask you. You're going to have to go ask them, and when you do go ask them, they're going to probably be like, well, I don't have that for you, sorry. So to go along with the previous statement, go to class. Don't be like, oh, I'm cool, I'm a college freshman, I don't have to go to class anymore because my mom doesn't make me, blah, 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 blah. I'm all independent and awesome. No, you're really not, and you're kind of annoying. I think that's all I have on the differences between college classes and high school classes. I'm sure there are way more, but I can't actually think of any right now. So, if you have any questions about college, please let me know. As you can see, if you're subscribed to both of my channels, this is on my vlog channel. I've decided to move all of my college stuff over to the vlog channel. I'm obviously not going to re-upload videos I've already uploaded. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.